Back when I was a soft-brained child, I consumed Pokemon religiously. To give you an example on how young I was, I still had in my drawers. The first Pokemon game I've ever played was Soul Silver, and then after that, I played the rest of the DS games. I never played 3DS games, mainly because I didn't have a 3DS, but I did have a Switch, so I went back into my Pokemon phase exactly when Sword and Shield came out. You should have seen me the months before Sword and Shield's release. I was giddy as f***. I even got my brother to pre-order the game early, and as soon as the game came out, I played the entire thing. I think in like under a couple week or two, I think it was 3 weeks, I played the entire thing. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my playthrough with the game. Some parts I think were a little bit too easy, but other parts I thought were a little bit too hard. I loved the characters, I loved my Pokemon, and I remember loving the plot twist a lot. And then the DLC came out. And I remember anticipating this DLC like crazy, watching countless videos explaining and analyzing the Pokemon and the items that were in it. I was a fiend for this DLC. And the DLC dropped. I don't even know if I can explain my disappointment, but the DLC wasn't good. At the time, I think I was trying to force myself to like it. I think I got the wrong version. I think I should have got the snowy Hundra one. I think it was called Hundra. I should have got that one, but I was just trying to force myself to like it at the time, but I just couldn't. It was so boring, bro. I didn't even finish it. I just dropped it immediately because it was so boring. And at that moment, I was like, maybe I should replace Sword and Shield just to see if it was still good in my eyes. And I did. And I still liked it. And then I played it a third time. And then I was like, okay, that's alright. It's still okay, but it's not as good as I thought it was. And then I played it the fourth time. And my opinion of this game just slowly just changed over time. But it didn't matter. Next year, after the DLC, there was going to be an announcement, and there was a lot of rumors surrounding this announcement, especially that Diamond and Pearl remakes were going to be announced. I could tell you exactly where I was at the time. I was in my second period class watching the live stream instead of paying attention. I was hyped, smiling ear to ear, cheesing and The trailer started, and there was a beautiful cinematic animation showing Pokemon throughout the years. And it stopped at Diamond and Pearl, showing a DS playing Diamond and Pearl. Then beautiful text shows up on the screen. Experience the brilliance once more. You should have saw me look at this, bro. I was basically just shaking and just crying at that point. And you should have seen my smile turn to a straight face as soon as I saw the first couple frames of the game. What is this? Ew! I could never forget my first reaction to that trailer. I went straight to Twitter, and I was surprised to see all these defending this. It started off with people saying,
"It's just being faithful to the original game."
If I wanted something to be faithful, I would just go play the original game. The reason I play a remake is so I can play an upgraded version of the original, not basically the same game with a different resource pack. And the game looked so awful, bro. It just looked like a mobile game. And then there were people who would say,
actually, the game is still in development. It'll look better when it's released.
And of course, I would respond with,
and I have to ask these people if they have any idea how game development works. I have no idea how game development works, but at least understand the basics of most games end up looking worse when they come out, not better.
Don't even get me started on Scarlet and Violet. I'm just gonna say, those games look like ass. They don't look good. It looks like potato ass graphics, bro. It looks like it can run on my mobile phone. It came to the point where I couldn't even bring myself to pirate the game.